So today will be all about transforming your mindset from powerless to powerful, even when it feels impossible. Because like we just shared, there's some lows and then there's some highs. And sometimes it really feels impossible to get back up to the high. And so today I want to dial in on a Forbes approved 4-step prescription. And the reason why this is Forbes approved is because this was literally in Forbes a couple weeks ago, these exact prescriptions that I will be sharing with you today. So the first prescription here that I'll share with you is to make a golden gratitude list, then to stop stating generic affirmations, establish a piggy bank of self-trust, and take a golden minute. These are all tools that are really going to allow us to really transform our mindset from powerless to powerful, even when it feels impossible, so that we can all begin to flow that gold. So who am I? Just briefly, I want to introduce myself for those who I have not yet connected with. I am docPeace. My full name is Dr. Peace Uche. Many of you might notice that as being as a Nigerian name. I am indeed first generation Nigerian American. I'm also a doctor of pharmacy by trade. And I have leveraged a lot of the skill sets I learned from working in the corporate space to pivot to NFTs. And now I help other service providers pivot to the NFT space as well. I'm a spoken word artist. I've been flowing regularly, actually, now that I've entered into the space. Spoken word, I closed out Gary Vee's event back in November in New York. And since then, I've flown at other NFT events in the space, NFT land, blast off to NFT land, and and some awesome events as well. And so I'm leveraging and utilizing this gift, the spoken word, to provide value to the NFT community. I'm also a radio host of Golden Meta Sessions with docPeace, in which I feature NFT creatives who are shining their light, and they share doses of inspiration on how they got started with tips and strategies on how we can really begin to boldly, creatively express in the NFT space. Because as you've seen, the NFT space is all about bold, creative expression. And it doesn't matter if you're, if whatever gifts you have, you can share them in the space. A lot of us may come from the corporate world where we had to kind of separate and isolate different aspects of who we are. And in the NFT space, where I'm realizing, and many of you may be realizing as well, that it's a place for us to express all our multi-dimensions. But in order for us to do so, it takes the ability to empower our confidence, the ability to know and own who we truly are. And today we're going to be dialing in more on our gifts, our expert skills, and our talent so that we can get it going. Wadawanya, that's a statement my mom would always say to me growing up as a child. And she still says that to me to this day. Set your intention on something and get it going. And in order to do that though, it takes you have to believe in yourself. This above all else, believe in yourself. So let's get started in really empowering our mindset moving forward. Also, that last note here, I am a Tribex insider, proud Tribex insider. So excited to be here with you all today to get it going and share this Forbes approved 4-step prescription that was just in the Forbes magazine a couple weeks ago. So this is hot and fresh. So my promise to you today is to serve and support my NFT community, my tribe, on your journey to the best of my abilities. And one thing I like to do is I like to throw in some spoken word every now and then. We started with spoken word, and we're going to have some spoken word sprinkled throughout in the form of what I call flow verbs. So flow verb is like a flow proverb combined. And so this is the first flow verb for everyone here today. And it reads, "One light said to another, 'How do I shine like you?' And the bright light replied, 'Turn on.'" We are all ready to turn our lights on. And so today I'm going to share with you again some tools on how we can do that. This is actually a picture taken at Art Basel back in December, and it reads, "Many artists think I am so talented, I'm going to be rich and famous someday. Amen to that." And I help service providers pivot to the NFT space to transform their creativity and expertise into abundant soul purpose. Here in Tribe X, we're all about transforming our creativity and expertise into abundant soul purpose, giving our tribe the tools that we need in order to actually thrive. And this is a reminder here that this bottom message here, read it again and again. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. That is so very true. So it's so very important to dial up what I call your empowerment tool chest so that our focus can go on that which is positive, that which is light-filled, that which is in alignment with who we truly are, and build that confidence so that we can continue making forward steps towards achieving that abundant soul purpose. Okay, so today's golden agenda is calibration. Today we're gonna get calibrated. Some empowerment calibration here. We're going to activate the conscious luminary within to achieve abundant soul purpose. And for those who've never heard of this term, it's all right because I came up with it myself. A lot of the terms that you see here are things that I kind of came up with. So luminary is someone who shines their light, and conscious is someone who's aware of their gifts, who's aware of their expert skills, who's aware of their talents, and are shining that light within them, expressing those gifts that we've been blessed with. So we're going to activate that conscious luminary within to achieve our abundant soul purpose. How does that sound? Wonderful. And I want to encourage everyone to stay active here. Let me know what questions, any questions that are coming up. I'm going to be going through a lot of different prompts. And so feel free, if you feel inspired, to share the responses to the prompts. And let's make this a very engaging talk here, because I don't want it to just be me flowing. Let's collectively flow. Okay, so this is my first time running a Discord, so I do want to see, is there a chat just for this specific room?
I don't think so.
Okay.
People just have to unmute themselves and speak. I don't see a hand button either.
Wonderful. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for clarifying. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing out on any of the comments that were coming through.
All right. So before you move on, Doc, if the tribe wants to share comments, you could possibly, maybe we could use the AMA channel. Temporarily, you could do hashtag docPeace, so we know it's directly for this session, and we can, I guess Shauna can read through and we can share it. Doc could check the channel. So I guess that would be
perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Cool. Wonderful. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get it going. Shall we? So today's objectives are to, first of all, develop a worthiness mindset. We're going to create a personal, powerful affirmation. And we're going to give ourselves permission to transition, give ourselves permission to fully pivot into this new world that we're entering into, the space of NFTs, and learn how to really leverage that. And that begins with some empowerment. So again, like I promised, another flow verb for everyone here tonight. And this one reads, no sunrise or sunset is exactly alike. See, each beam lights up the sky in a distinctive way, so shine your unique ray. We are all gifted with different sets of gifts, expert skills, and talents. No one has the exact same set of gifts, expert skills, and talents as you do. I can almost guarantee that. And so that's so very important. Why? We need to shine our unique ray, because if you don't shine that unique ray of yours, if you don't share your unique gifts, expert skills, and talents, then they're going to go unshared. So let's shine. So the first thing that I want to dive into today is dialing in on your golden attributes. So GOLD is an acronym that I use often, and oftentimes people think that I'm talking about either the monetary gold or the color gold. But it's actually an acronym. and it's a powerful acronym, and it stands for Genuine Original Loving Dreamer. The day that I came up with this acronym was a couple years ago. I remember it very clearly. I was at a family wedding. I was wearing this beautiful gold sequin dress. At that time, I was working as a full-time pharmacist, and I had everything that made me look successful. I had the great car, I had the great house, I had the great dress. And from socials, you would see that I had friends. I was very socially active, but there was something missing. And what I found to be missing was that I wasn't in full alignment with my purpose in life. And yes, I was making a difference as a pharmacist. I was helping provide medication education and serve my community in that way. But I wasn't tapping into all of my gifts, my expert skills and talents. And as I sat there at this wedding, I wasn't fully able to fully engage because I felt like I was playing a role and I forgot the line. And so as I sat there at this wedding, this bubble of kind of self-doubt, I realized this powerful acronym came to me, and it said, you need not just to wear gold, you need to be gold. You need to be a genuine, original, loving dreamer. You need to realign with your purpose and get it going towards that purpose. And so today I want to teach you this powerful acronym because it's the foundation, the underlying foundation of everything that I do in my life and my business. And so it's so powerful to remember that we are all gold. We are all genuine, original, loving dreamers. And when we take the time to align with what it is that makes us genuine, original, loving dreamers, that's when magic begins to happen. And so the first question I have for you today is, what are some of your genuine attributes? What are some of those traits that make you who you are, that either physical or character-based traits that make you you? And I think I heard someone unmute.
Yeah, I was gonna talk, but I thought you were gonna keep going.
No worries. I would love for you to share. What are some genuine traits that make you you?
Well, two that just pop up to my head is I'm trustworthy and very optimistic.
Yes.
I can most of the time see the good side of things, but when it's something that's relatable to myself, sometimes I don't see the good side on it.
Yeah. So trustworthy and optimistic. Definitely incredible traits that you've identified. Anyone else would like to share? What are some genuine attributes that they've come to realize in themselves, whether physical traits or character-based traits that make them that make you you?
I think you got to see them. I met you in person. It's Pony speaking.
Hi,
And
Pony.
I think you got to see it, and I didn't really realize what some of my attributes were. I didn't realize how empowering they were until really recently. And it was really meeting people like yourself, by the way. So like most of us don't get to meet each other in real life. I just want you to know that docPeace really is that genuine, and she really does mean it. She really is really open. So like, anyways, about myself, the only things I can say is that you saw it for yourself. I'm really a go-getter. I'm really into networking with people, connecting with people, trying to understand each other. And I think that shows itself. Those are the skills that I have that I'm starting to see a lot of people employ me for all of a sudden. And instead of going with what I used to do as an old profession and relying on things that were not permanent, I'm learning now to navigate in this space and using my mental attributes and my abilities to like go out there and just create community. And that's it. Sorry.
Yes. So good, Pony. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for your accolades. Thank you so much for being you. I saw you in action as well. People were flocking to you because of your energy. And so that's another a genuine original trait of yours. And so the original aspect is really owning and realizing that, again, we are all unique beings, and we all have gifts of our, whether they're physical based traits or character based traits that make us who we are. And The L of gold stands for loving. And it's so very important to tap into what it is that we love about ourselves and what it is that we love to do. Because oftentimes we let the things that happen in life, we let them take control of our lives. And we forget to dial in on what it is that makes us happy, what it is that makes our hearts light up, what it is that ignites our light within. And so it's important to make time for those things. So like, it could be as simple as like taking the time to go for a walk and enjoy the fresh air that surrounds you. That's an example of really taking the time to do something that makes your soul light up. And for me, that's hula hoop dancing when I get the chance to, or flowing spoken word, because that makes my soul light up. And then when it comes to really dialing in on what it is that you love about yourself, there's some things that we don't love about ourselves. and there's some things that we need to put more love and attention to so that we can improve upon those things and really shine our light even brighter. And so when you take the time to love yourself, it allows you to better express love for others. One thing that I found in this space is that there's a term called trolls. And I found that those who are trolling so hard are the ones that aren't really satisfied or happy with who they truly are. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what's going on in that individual's world. And so it comes down to the love that we have for ourselves, and it allows us to express the love for others. So enough about love, but that is one of the hugest attributes of being gold: genuine, original, loving, and then lastly, dreamer. And the dreamer is huge because I'm finding as I connect more with those who are in this world that we're entering into, dialing in and entering into NFTs and really beginning to creatively express with NFTs and connect and to collaborate more with others, we are all remembering who we truly are. That's it. Like when you're a kid, you probably, it's been known that when, as a child, you probably knew, you had probably the most confidence you ever had in your life as a child. You knew what you wanted to do. You had those dreams set. You were ready to go. And then the world told you otherwise. The world said, you cannot be an artist. There's no money in artists. So you took another path. And you might have found happiness in that path, but maybe you're coming back and realizing that, hey, like, this is my dream and I can achieve that now in this space, in this new world we're entering into. And so the biggest thing about being gold is that you are giving yourself permission to align with your purpose. You're giving yourself permission to fully express. You're giving yourself permission to dream again. So this is what this acronym is all about: being a genuine, original, loving dreamer. And again, I truly believe that we all are gold. We are all either expressing our golden attributes and we're all aware of the gold within us, or we have the potential to identify and align with that gold. So, but either way, we are all gold. And so now I'd like to move on to the prescription part of this talk. And the first prescription here is to make a golden gratitude list. We're going to make a golden gratitude list so that we can get gold. And one thing you'll learn about me is that I love acronyms. You just learned one already: genuine, original, loving, dreamer. You just learned that powerful acronym. And I'm going to teach you another one. Oop. Okay. Let me know for whatever reason there's any tech difficulties. I am still new to Discord. Can everyone hear me okay still?
Yeah.
Everyone's okay. Everyone's still with me? Wonderful. Okay. So what does the genuine, original, loving dreamer stand for again? Or what is, I just told you this. I just gave you the answer. So genuine, original, loving dreamer is the gold. And the get here stands for gifts, expert skills, and talents. Gifts, expert skills, and talents. When you create this gratitude list, this is going to help align with your gold. because it literally is what makes you gold. It's your gifts, your expert skills, and your talents. So here you'll see my golden gratitude list, and I want to challenge everyone to take the time tonight to list out at least 7 of your gifts, 7 of your expert skills, and 7 of your talents. And like, how often do we take the time to identify our gifts, our expert skills, and talents? And so the thing that happens here when we don't take the time to do that is that we think that we aren't gifted. We think that we're not skilled, and we think that we're not talented. And it's important for us to take the time to do this exercise regularly, because it's a reminder that we really are gifted, skilled, and talented. So a gift is something that you've been innately blessed with. It's something that you may have been told all your life, hey, you're really good at that. And you're like, and you might have rubbed it off, shook it off like, oh, well, it just comes naturally. Like, and you might have thought that everyone else was good at it because it was so easy for you to do. That's a gift. That's a genuine gift of yours. And so here you can see some of my gifts: spoken word, articulation, photographic memory, empathy, intuition. I'm a fast learner, and I'm pretty good at igniting lights. So I would look for someone to share, what are some of your gifts?
I can definitely resonate with number 6, 5, and 3.
5 and 3. So you are intuitive and have a photographic memory as well. Gold. Okay. So any other gifts that you can identify?
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Empathy and intuition. And these gifts that you're identifying do not have to align with mine. Like, if you have other gifts, please do share those gifts, because again, the way that you're seeing mine and and the light bulb's going off that's saying, hey, I have that too. And in the same way, someone else might hear that and say, hey, I'm gifted with that gift as well. So if you have other gifts, please share.
What is igniting light?
Igniting lights. I love that question. Igniting lights means the ability to identify a gift in others and to acknowledge them for that gift. And so we're going to actually come into that later on during today's talk, when we are discussing how to create a powerful personal affirmation. And the first step in that is when you don't know what to affirm, it helps to identify something in others that you appreciate and point it out for them, or maybe they already know, or essentially go up and let them know that you see their gift and you appreciate their gift. And what that does is that it pulls it out even more. It's an easy way to ignite their light. And then when you're igniting their light, your light is ignited as well, because you feel good. You feel good that this other individual is feeling good as well. And so I'm glad that resonates. Spoken word is another modality that I use to ignite lights. It speaks to the soul. Like, it goes straight past the mind that's constantly doubting and judging and negating, and it speaks to the soul. That is a gift that I've remembered that I had a few years ago, and I use that regularly to ignite lights. So does that answer your question on what I mean by igniting lights?
Yes, it does. So I do relate to it in the fact of being a personal trainer, and to me it correlates to motivation, to be able to motivate people to go past whatever limits they have in their head, or limits that society has put upon them, and it actually expounds past just physical training. And so it also connects me to one of the gifts that I think resonates a lot with people that do meet me, is I'm an active listener, which also then translates to them in the sense realizing what gifts they have through just talking things out.
Yes, yes, yes. What a gift indeed. Thank you so much for sharing that. It kind of reminds me of this statement I heard that, and it's so very true, and you might all relate as well. Sometimes you might need to borrow somebody else's belief in you in order to actually embody that belief in yourself. Like you might need to borrow people like those you work with as a personal trainer, they might need to borrow your belief in them for a minute before they actually believe in themselves.
You completely hit the nail on the head there. I totally agree, and I've seen that with them. But I also think it's something that we, as an active community, and just as, in a sense, more of grown-ups, need to make sure that that's something we always pass on to kids. Because I always think that the reason kids are able to achieve a lot more is if they get that borrowed belief, whether it's from their parents, whether it's from their neighbor, or anybody like us who can pass that on. And just as you said, they can borrow that belief and it can help them achieve things that they never thought were possible.
Exactly.
Hello?
Exactly. Yes, yes.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was you, and I was talking to your Grammy because her toilet had been running, and I had asked her before if it was running, let me know so I could call the people to come fix it, because you know that make the water bill high.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, yes. So
Okay, go ahead.
no. Please share your
I was
gift.
gonna say to love, how are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm great. I had a kind of crazy day, but you know what? I'm glad that I'm able to enjoy this talk here that you're giving us, all this beautiful education, upliftment. I would like to say. I just wanted to these gifts because I noticed you have a lot of beautiful gifts there, and you were asking basically things that you see in yourself, these gifts, you know, that people tell you all the time. I just wanted to add, you know, like one thing that I noticed that a lot of people tell me that I have is like a big heart. They always tell me that, like, you have a big heart. And I think
Yes,
that's why I go through a lot of stuff that I go through, you know.
yes.
I'm happy
Empathetic
to
with a
be able
big
to hear
heart.
and
Beautiful,
be able
beautiful.
to vibe with people like you.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, what a gift indeed to be able to love and express that love for others. So thank you so much for sharing that gift here and with our community. So yes, so gifts, expert skills. Now that we've dialed in your gifts, and again, please go home and list out your gifts. We also want to dial in your expert skills. So an expert skill is something that you might have picked up during like your 9 to 5, for example. Or if you run your own business, it's something that you've dialed into while running that business. And so examples of expert skills of mine include the ability to effectively educate. While working as a pharmacist, I needed to master this skill set so that I could effectively educate my clients on how to take control of their medications and make sure they're using it effectively and they knew what to expect. Another skill set is communicating professionally, being able to reach out, connect professionally, email etiquette, all of that. Detail oriented is also key. Researching like a pro, being able to dial in and find things that I need to find, and make sure that the resources are vetted. And then launching and scaling a business. I've done this with my speaking business. I've also done this with my coaching business. And self-publishing books. I'm actually publishing my 3rd book tomorrow. And so that's another expert skill that I've dialed in over the years. And then becoming a follow-up queen, realizing that it's so important to follow up on connections that are made in the space, in any space, and how to follow up, how to track those connections so that you can effectively follow up. Another skill set. So these are some examples of expert skills. I know that we all have our a set of gifts, expert skills, and talents. The last list here. And so you can see some examples of talent. And a talent is a little different from a gift or a skill set. It's something that you might have had to hone or work with or practice regularly for you to become decent or even better than decent at it. So some examples are acronym creation, writing content, hula hoop dancing, playing beach volleyball, presentation creation, like the presentation you're seeing here. Fairly photogenic, and I'm pretty good at publishing press releases. So there are certain things that I had to work at in order to get better at. So again, I want to encourage everyone to complete this prescription, to take this dose right here, to make a golden gratitude list. And I would probably say that it's going to be hard to find someone with the exact same set of gifts, expert skills, and talents as you do. And that's another reason why it's so important to share those gifts. So here you'll see the challenge here. I said 7 earlier. Let's challenge ourselves to write 7. And I want to encourage you all here today to share this list with our tribe. Share your your golden gratitude list to get it going with our tribe. At least 3. Let's challenge ourselves for 7. So if you accept this challenge, let me know. Who accepts this challenge?
I do.
Love this so much.
I did.
I'm writing it right now.
Yes.
do that.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Okay.
I'll try.
I look forward to reading your list because I know that we are all full. Our tribe is so full of gifted, expert, skilled, and talented individuals. So let's shine. So the next prescription for today is to stop stating generic affirmations. Stop stating generic affirmations. I'm going to define what an affirmation is for those who have not yet utilized this particular tool. And we're going to create an ultimate pact with our inner selves tonight, because it's so important to stop stating generic affirmations. And what I mean by generic affirmations are ones that you might have picked up online and read them thinking that it would empower you. So for example, let's first define an affirmation, then I'll give you some examples of a generic affirmation. So affirmation, per the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is the act of affirming one's own worthiness and value as an individual for beneficial effects, such as increasing one's confidence or raising self-esteem. And that's exactly what we're here for today, to really load up our empowerment tool chest so that whenever we're struggling or we have doubts and fears and all this questioning comes up in our minds, we can reach into our empowerment tool chest and pull out that tool to help us overcome that particular moment and continue making forward steps towards our purpose, towards our soul purpose. So a generic affirmation might be something like, I am strong. I am strong and I can do this. Or it's something that you might have read and it might sound super poetic and super powerful, and then you stated it and it didn't do anything for you because it didn't align with your personal being. It didn't align with your genuine, original, loving dreamer traits. It didn't align. And so today I want to create a powerful, positive, personal affirmation that aligns with your gifts, your expert skills, and talents.
Wow.
So now, sorry, I think I heard someone.
Yeah, that picture, just the words, just seems so powerful. If you just fill in the blank.
Oh, yes, thank you. So today I want us to really think on what is it that we want to release? What is it that you've been holding on to, whether it's self-doubt or fear or negativity, whatever has been holding you and that's been on your heart and it's heavy. I want you to release that. And so the first positive, powerful affirmation is to release that which no longer serves you. And then once that is released, then I want you to now receive that which you are welcoming. What are you welcoming in the moment? Are you welcoming opportunities? Are you welcoming to align with connections that you've been looking for? If you've been looking for a personal trainer, you're welcoming to align with the personal trainer. What are you welcoming? What are you welcoming? What are you receiving in the moment? Are you receiving peace? And then the third affirmation is to state who you are. I am gold. I am gold because I am a genuine, original, loving dreamer, and I give myself permission to express and creatively express all of who I am. Who are you? And what are you saying yes to? Are you saying yes to opportunities? Are you saying yes to connections? Are you saying yes to pivoting to NFTs? Are you saying yes to joining a new community? What are you saying yes to? And what are you embodying? What are you embodying? So this actually goes back to that question, like, what does it mean to ignite lights? And so oftentimes it might be hard to actually articulate what we want and what we are trying to embody. But if you look at someone that you admire and you see them shining their light and you notice them and you say, hey, they're shining, and you can identify why it is that they're shining. Hey, they're shining because they're expressing themselves. So there you have it. That's what you want. That's what you're welcoming. I say yes to expression. I embody a powerful being who is able to effectively, creatively express. So this is how you can go about creating powerful, positive affirmations that you align with, especially when those words don't initially come. You can identify what it is about somebody else that you admire and pinpoint that characteristic, and then let them know that you identified that and you appreciate that within them, because then you're igniting their light. And then you can use that particular characteristic, that character trait, to create your own affirmation so that you can embody that particular character even more, to fully bring out your genuine, original, loving dreamer traits. Does that make sense?
100%.
Gold. So yes, I'm glad that this resonates. So this is the third prescription here, is to take a golden minute. So the first prescription was to identify, to create your golden gratitude list to get gold, right? The second prescription is to stop stating generic affirmations. Whatever you read on the internet and you think that it's going to empower you, hey, it might, but if it doesn't align with your genuine, original, loving dreamer traits, if it doesn't align with your purpose, if it's not in alignment, it's not going to do anything for you. And so this is why it's important to really dial in your golden attributes and to create your own powerful, positive, personal affirmations that are more in alignment. And then take that golden minute to release that which is no longer serving you, to receive that which you are welcoming, to say yes to that which you are calling into your life, and to embody that which you want to become and to exude more of. So take that golden minute. And so today, I would love for everyone to create one powerful positive affirmation right now in the room, in this space. And I wanted to start with the words, I am gold because. I am a genuine, original, loving dreamer because, and I'm going to give you my one example here. And again, if you take mine, that's a generic affirmation. So it's important to create your own, one that is in alignment with, again, your genuine, original, loving dreamer traits. I am gold because I am an abundant being, and I welcome the flow of abundance in and through me. So you could take this if it resonates. I'm just kidding. But I do want to encourage you to create a statement that it is in alignment with what you are calling in your life right now. And so if anyone has a statement in mind right now, I would love for you to share it with us today. I am gold because.
I am gold because I am a nurturer. When I prosper, others prosper as well.
Ooh, amen. And so it is.
I am gold because I love to see other people's creation come to fruition.
Mm, amen. And so it is.
I'm
I am gold because I am a peacemaker that prospers in a collaborative environment.
Mm, amen. And so it is.
gold because I meet people where they are on their journey.
Mm, amen. And so it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you all so much for sharing your golden light. Are there any other golden statements that anyone would like to make before we move on today? I am gold because.
Can you hear me? I would
Yes.
say I am gold because I ideate boundlessly and my ADHD allows me to soar.
Ooh, amen. And so it is. Beautiful. We are all golden beings. Thank you so much for shining that light. Okay, so now we move on to the fourth and final prescription for tonight, and that is to create a golden board or to establish a piggy bank of self-trust. A golden board is in a sense, a piggy bank of self-trust in itself. So what I mean by a piggy bank of self-trust, this is for those who need a physical, tangible view of their successes. And some of us might need that. I know I do. And so this is an assignment here for those who feel like they need a physical, tangible reminder of their gold and the successes that come in life because of them expressing the gold, their genuine, original, loving dreamers. So the exercise here is to take a physical piggy bank that you would normally fill with money or coins, and rather than fill it, and you can fill it with money and coins, but in order for you to drop any coin into that piggy bank, there's got to be something that stimulates that drop. And it could be a victory or success that day. So for example, I would drop in being a confirmed speaker at the NFT NYC this morning. And then I would drop in being able to physically and effectively ignite the Tribe X space in the Discord channel today with this particular presentation. I drop that in as a reminder of me being able to do this, being able to accomplish this. Or it could be even me going on a walk. I walked, let's see, this morning I did 6 miles this morning. I sped walked 6 miles, and my last mile was 11 minutes and 30 seconds, and I was really excited and proud of myself for being able to accomplish that. That's an accomplishment. I'm going to drop a dime or in my piggy bank because I want to remind myself that I was able to do it. And so after a while, you'll start to see this piggy bank actually fill up with all the accolades, all the accomplishments that you made. And it's a reminder that for yourself that you were able to accomplish that and you could do it again. You did it once and you could do it again. And as that piggy bank begins to fill up, it becomes a piggy bank of self-trust, a reminder that says, hey, like I am gold. I'm making these moves and I'm getting it going and I'm achieving and I'm learning and I'm growing. And so that's something that if that resonates, I encourage you to do that. I personally have a golden board. And on this golden board, I display all of my accolades and all of my genuine, original, loving dreamer traits. My dreams, a lot of people might, if you've heard of a vision board, a golden board takes a vision board to another level. So a vision board is just your dreams. A golden board is everything that makes you a genuine, original, loving dreamer. So it's everything that makes you, you. So on this board, this is actually my board that you're seeing now is actually my physical board that I have in my room. And it's the first thing I see in the morning when I wake up, and it's the last thing I see at night. And usually my eyes goes to one specific point on the board that it's a reminder. It's exactly what I need to see in the moment. Sometimes when I'm not having a good day and I feel like I've been really grouchy, and my eyes will go to right in the middle where it says best presence. I need to remember that I need to exude my best presence so that I can really bring in more of that presence that I'm welcoming. But I need to exude that presence first. And I have that best presence within me. That's why my mom named me Peace. She wanted peace, and I feel like I gave her that in life. So this board is an embodiment of who I am. And so it's a reminder. It's a reminder to myself to stay in alignment with my genuine, original, loving dreamer traits. And so really this prescription here is to either create a piggy bank, a physical piggy bank where you fill it up with coins that represent your successes, the accolades, if someone compliments you that day, that's another reason to drop a dime into that piggy bank. Because you are, not only are you igniting lights, but people are inspired by the light that you're igniting. People are inspired by you. So it's establish a piggy bank of self-trust, either by creating a physical piggy bank where you load it up with your accolades, and you'll see that grow. You'll see that grow, that self-trust in yourself grow, or to create this golden board where it's a display of your genuine, original, loving dreamers traits, or do both, whatever resonates with you. So that is the final prescription for the night. And the reason why this is so very important is because in order to give yourself permission to transition or to pivot into any new space, there's going to be self-doubt that comes through. Whenever you join a new community, whenever you take on a new challenge, there's doubts that come through. And in order for us to give ourselves permission to fully engage and to fully take part and to fully receive that which is available by saying yes, it's important to have that empowerment tool chest all loaded up so that when those doubts and fears come through, you can negate that with those tools, those mindset tools that we just went over today. These 4 prescriptions are going to come in handy. And the reason being is that these tools are so very important is really comes down to my seed theory. And so bear with me a minute as I describe this theory of mine that I call my seed theory. And it really comes down to knowing that a seed contains within it the potential to grow into something beautiful and unique. So a watermelon seed will grow into a watermelon, a cantaloupe seed will grow into a cantaloupe, a pumpkin seed will grow into a pumpkin. It's going to grow into something beautiful and unique if you let it. If you plant that seed into dry, unfertile soil, one that's filled with doubt and self-doubt and fears, it's not going to thrive. Let me tell you that. But if you plant that same seed into a mindset that's fertile, that's full of confidence and hope and the belief in themselves, that seed will thrive. And so thoughts are like seeds. And like seeds, thoughts hold the potential to become something incredible. An idea, an incredible golden idea has the ability to reach incredible potential. But if it's planted in a mindset, in a mind that's full of doubt and fear and lack of confidence, those ideas that come through to us, those connections that come through, they're going to wither and die because we're not ready for it. Our mind isn't fertile. Our mind isn't empowered. We don't have that confidence in ourselves. So those opportunities are going to pass right on by. And I don't want that to happen to any of us here in our tribe. And so that's why I wanted to take the time tonight to load up our empowerment tool chest with these tools, with these 4 prescriptions, so that we can get it going confidently and give ourselves permission to pivot. So these are the 3 steps that we need in order to effectively pivot into any new space, or effectively take on a new challenge, effectively join a community and be a member, a valued member in a space. And in order for us to do that, we need to set our intention. What's your intention? What is your intention? Is your intention to get involved? Is your intention to grow? Is your intention to monetize with NFTs? Is your intention to express, to creatively express? What's your intention? And then set that intention. Set that intention and believe in yourself fully. Have that empowerment tool chest loaded up so when those self-doubts come up, and of course they will, like, they will come up. We're human. But we know how to remind ourselves what we're capable of. We've got these tools loaded up. We can be able to pull, hey, no, I can do this. I've done it before. My piggy bank of self-trust shows me that I've done this before, and it's been appreciated. No, my golden board shows me that I am a genuine, original, loving dreamer. I can accomplish this mission. I can accomplish this. I believe in myself. And then this allows us to make those forward steps towards achieving that vision that we foresee. And set yourself up for success. This 3rd point is so very powerful. Oftentimes we don't really set ourselves up for success because we don't ask for help. If you have a question, if you have something that is a hump, and you know that you need help to go past this hump, reach out and ask. This is all part of setting yourself up for success, giving ourselves full permission to pivot, giving ourselves full permission to receive that opportunity, giving ourselves full permission to really make an impact. Set your intention, believe in yourself, set yourself up for success. Again, this comes back to this statement that my mom would tell me time and time again growing up. Bora Wanya, get it going. Set your intention, Wane. Set your intention and get it going towards that goal. This statement is what got me to pharmacy school in the first place, got me through pharmacy school, got me to become a doctor. Then a decade later, empowered me to pivot and to really more fully align with my purpose, to enter into the NFT space. And now it's been life-changing, giving myself permission to pivot by setting my intention, believing in myself, and setting myself up for success. One statement that Gary Vee has said, he said so many different empowering statements, but one thing was that oftentimes people think that it's a negative thing when you pivot. Like you weren't able to fully succeed, so you pivoted. But no, not at all. Giving yourself permission to pivot, giving yourself permission to transition, giving yourself giving yourself permission to take on a new opportunity, to explore a new avenue, is actually very empowering. It's saying, hey, like, I've learned what I need to learn here, and now I can apply what I've learned into this other avenue. I can really make a difference when I can really utilize what I learned and really challenge myself further to go down this other path. And so that's something I really want to hone in on here today. If you're in this moment where you're struggling with giving yourself permission to pivot, or giving yourself permission to receive an opportunity, there's a lot of empowerment in having that opportunity in the first place, and giving yourself permission to receive that new opportunity that's before you. So the golden recap for today is we went through a lot. 3 powerful empowerment tools to calibrate. You learned the golden affirmations to take you from powerless to powerful that we broke down into these 4 prescriptions that were just featured in Forbes. Another drop in the accolade bucket for myself because that was a huge feat for me to be able to achieve that, probably to span 6 months of going back and forth with trying to get published in Forbes. And to be able to get to be able to be in Forbes for not just my the doctorate of that I have. It wasn't even that got me in Forbes. It was the empowerment tools, because there is such a huge calling in the world right now for the ability to empower our confidence moving forward. Because if you don't have your empowerment tool chest loaded up, then forget about it.
So true.
So I hope that today that you're loading up that empowerment tool chest, that it's ready to go to make those decisions. It's ready to go to make those forward steps towards your soul purpose. We all have a different definition of success. And for me, when I was working as a full-time pharmacist, I looked successful, but I didn't feel successful. And I think that's so important to realize that we all have a different definition of success. Everyone here, someone else's vision of success might be look different from your vision of success. It's so very important to be in alignment with your vision of success. What it is that makes you feel successful. So my definition of success is when my future self looks back at my present and smiles with pure content, because it knows that I'm making forward steps towards achieving that future vision of myself. And so, again, everyone has a different definition of success. Right now, I feel the most successful I've ever felt in my life. So today, again, we went over your golden gratitude list to own innate gifts and talents. We went over the golden board to remind your mind what you're capable of, or if you decide that having a piggy bank of self-trust is more in alignment with you. Do that. Develop that worthiness mindset. Give yourselves permission to pivot. That's what this is all about. So again, I am so talented. I'm going to be rich and famous someday. That's right. So whatever that means, if it's rich and famous with money, if it's rich and famous with happiness, if it's rich and famous with opportunities, if it's rich with love, whatever that means to you, we are all so very gifted, skilled, and talented. We are so very gifted, skilled, and talented. We are all gold. So let us move forward with this powerful feeling of this embodiment of who we truly are. Genuine, original, loving dreamers. Let's flow gold. LFG. Let's flow gold. Whew.
Wow.
That was empowering.
I'm happy to hear.
Definitely was. Thank you so very much, Doc. I'm not sure.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
You're
I'm not sure
welcome.
if it's the case where everyone was just locked in as I was, why they were so quiet, because basically sometimes in life our days are so hectic and we just need a moment to just be calm, to just be still, to just listen. And I think this really gave me the opportunity to do so. And I would think it gave a lot of persons the opportunity to just sit down and be calm and relaxed.
Yes, I'm happy to hear. So, were there any particular prescriptions that really resonated with anyone that they would like to share more on, or anything that resonated or is on anyone's heart tonight to share?
Yeah, I think the one that said establish a piggy bank of self-trust resonated with me because I did it without knowing. I've been writing for like 3 years just because I love writing. And one thing that I always said to myself, because I always had this fear of, oh wow, I wrote this now. What if I lose it? It's so good. So I always tell myself, all right, if I write this now, I shouldn't care whether I lose it or not because I should be able to do it again.
Mm.
I always kept telling myself that, and I didn't actually know it was something of, like, like you mentioned, it was a piggy bank of self-trust.
Yes, yes, the piggy bank of self-trust. So you're writing messages to yourself, messages that you needed to hear, your soul needed to express. And
Yeah, my notes is probably filled with those. Sometimes I look
yes,
back and it's like, wow, that's I actually was feeling that last week. If I just came back to this last week, it probably would have been a different week now.
yes. I encourage you when you are ready to share what you're writing with others, whether it is open mic, that's where I first started doing spoken word, or whether it is actually publishing that work in a book. A couple of my books are actually books of poetry, or whether that is minting those words as NFTs. In fact, I'm actually in the middle of a 365-day spoken word NFT project personally that I'm minting a spoken word every single day for the entire year of 2022. And it's words that I've been writing for the past few years, and now I'm making them into an NFT every single day. And so whatever that it resonates with you on how to share that, I encourage you to consider when you're ready, because those words could really speak to others and really uplift others as well. And we talked earlier about igniting lights, and words are a very powerful way to ignite those lights.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Sorry. So igniting lights, along with everything else, but for me, I have that personality where I see that I am an empath for one, and I feel in feeling your energy, feeling that you're sad, I want to try to make you happy, I want to lift your spirit. So I definitely want to ignite light in your life. And in this space, in this current society, a lot of the times you would be surprised of the simple thing that you may say to someone that takes them out of a hole, that inspires them, that pushes them, that takes doubt out of their minds. They may have grown up in a community or in a household that usually spoke down to them, that didn't motivate them, that didn't encourage them, and they have this light, they have talent, and due to fear or due to always hearing negative feedback, they don't push themselves. So like persons out there who are igniters of light are definitely needed in society to just sit back, be observant sometimes, be kind to others. You don't know what persons are going through, and just always try to spread positivity and instill positive thoughts, compliments, encourage others. You never know the extent to which a simple word, a kind gesture, kind words can go. So that's it for me.
So true, so true. You never know. You never know what others are going through. So it's important for us to spread positivity, light, and love wherever we go. It could really make a difference. Ignite the lights around us, because it's a ripple effect. When you ignite the light in someone else, then they go and they feel more powerful and empowered, and they ignite the light in someone they touch, and then it's just a ripple effect, right? And so right now, like if you think about it, the negative to that is, this is something that we're often more even probably used to, is when someone's grumpy and grouchy, and then they create a whole ripple of grumpy and grouchiness and negativity.
That is true.
And it's unfortunate that we are more aware of that happening than we are of this ignition of lights and positivity, light and love spreading. And so, but it could start from us. It could start from it could start right here.
Oh.
And
was murdered. I knew.
Non-fungal?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought you were saying something.
Hanging from a little bunk bed in prison. He snapped his neck.
Were you about to speak?
Oh, no, just hear somebody.
He only did that.
Okay.
Just before he almost drowned in 2
Sorry
feet of
about
water.
that.
Oh, right, he had almost drowned in 2 feet of water before that.
No worries. I'm
Sounds like
listening to this
peace.
conversation here.
Sounds like peace. God.
I'm not sure what's happening.
All right, I muted them.
Oh, thank you. I was enjoying the conversation though. But yes, is there anyone else who would like to share anything at all in terms of what, if there's a prescription here that we talked about today that resonated, or anything that's on anyone's heart before we close today's session?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to Doc, like, thank you. I can really feel your energy and everything that's coming through, your passion. I could tell that your head is in like a few different places just with how animated and how excited you are and how genuine you are. But being present here with us, I definitely feel that it came through to everybody here. And I want to thank you for that.
You're so very welcome. I received that gratitude. Thank you for being present as well.
Awesome. All right, anyone else I think I got a question. The question was that they wanted to listen to this space. I think we may have it recorded. It may be on the Tribex YouTube, hopefully. I'm not sure, but we'll see. And definitely Doc I'm not sure if she does one-on-ones or what, but I'm sure if people identifying your presence and the impact you can have, the positive impact. So, and she is an insider, so you can definitely share your feedback. As again, you can hashtag docPeace, and we can direct those concerns specifically. But definitely a really, really good space tonight.
Yes, happy to hear, happy to connect further, happy to be part of this incredible tribe. Let's continue flowing gold and expressing our light. I would love to end as we started with our Tribe X flow. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
You ready to flow?
Yeah, we read.
Let's go. So I'm going to share the extended version of this flow.
Yes. Is someone attempting to speak? No, I guess not. Sorry about. Let me go ahead.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to share the extended version of this flow. It's about 2.5 minutes long, the extended version. So I want to encourage everyone or invite everyone here tonight to take one last collective breath with me in and out. Are you my friend? I'll admit I'm confused. I used to friend request and now I follow. Am I in this alone? I once thought that birds flew solo, each bird on its own, just feathers and bone, relying alone on their wings to soar. Now I see that even though they move independently, they are part of something much greater than what they could be individually. And like a bird, I may sing to my own music and dance to my own drum, but connections ground me, reminding me that I am not alone. My purpose is greater than me, myself, or I. I once believed that whether or not I chose to use my gifts was my prerogative. But does burying my talents do you or I any good? Pardon my mind delay. Sometimes I may need to remind my mind what it's capable of, jog myself from doubt to a confident state. See, I am not alone, my friend, and neither are you. I see you. We are in this flock together for the better, and together we thrive. See, where I come from, we all exist as one. No one left behind as was once done in the past. We thrive as a tribe. united. See, I am Tribe X. X meaning we come as we are. X meaning we are ready to fill our cups with insight and light. X meaning we exist to impact lives, breathing life back into life. Again and again. And in this not so distant future or parallel reality of shifting mentality from them to us, from me to we make waves in the metaverse. See, I now represents the collective, and together we thrive. I am Tribe X. Welcome to the rebirth.
I am Tribe X.
Welcome to the rebirth.
Thank you, thank you.
You're so very welcome. Yes, let's go. I'm having some flashbacks to